Hey everybody. So any common sense to me tells me that anytime any type of a parent or offspring or person talks about, especially if an offspring, and if I were a parent and my child, my offspring, were really like talking about killing themselves on some real shit, like all else should really be put on the side, and that should be taken care of. There should be a root investigational cause into why one is like trying to kill themselves, and the hospital does not do that. All the hospital is gonna do is fucking have some nice people give me some fucking things to comfort me, and then they'll send me off to some health fucking thing. I've already done all that. Like I've been there. I know what happens when you go through these things. I end up getting kicked out because I end up telling people that where I think the truth is, and it's love. Like, cause I remember I was there at one of these meetings with a bunch of people that are all dealing with similar shits, and it's like I remember listening to all these people talking about all their problems, and there's a lot of people have a lot of fucked up problems, and like even in that moment, it was clear as day to me. What y'all are lacking is love. Like that's just what came through without any specifics as to each, because everybody's situation is different, but it's love. Like that's what they need, and it's like these people are sitting around speaking about all these things, and it's like this is what the system is using to distinguish people and put them in places and to diagnose them with a disease, which when they identify with, and that disease then becomes much more of them when they identify it, and then when they listen to the experts on healing and how to deal with these diseases, they oftentimes takes prescription pharmaceutical medications which end up actually making them more unhealthy and also costing money, if not, I mean, their insurance might have it covered, where a lot of times you have to pay for that, or you have to have a job, which is also part of the way that they keep us fucking perpetuating more low vibrational energy through us doing jobs that are largely what we don't want to do. And it's beyond it being challenging or difficult. It's literally going against our fundamental soul and heart and what we feel is right and good to do on this planet. It's not about the work. For me, that's how I feel. I have a serious issue with doing work in jobs that I find to be unnecessarily and even evil or wrong or done for the wrong, like evil reasons. Like this shit really deters me. Like it really does. Like I'm not helping people doing that shit. I'm really just making money for my fucking self. Let's be real. I'm not helping anybody by doing that shit. It's just, it is what it is, dude. So I mean, okay, there's some disabled people, but no, they have ways of going about doing that. There's services and people that can do, like, let those people that want to do those jobs. A good country should be able to find a place for anybody to do what they want to do, because that's what's going to help a country flourish well. Right now, you have most people working jobs they don't want to work. It's not right. It doesn't have to be this way. There's this mantra out there that shit has to be this way, and it doesn't. But if you guys continue to go after the money the way that they want you to, the way that they've dangled it in front of your fucking faces, it will continue to be that way, because that's how they want it. That's the anti-human way, the bad way, the evil way. The good way is to go from the heart. Yes, it means sacrifices are gonna need to be made. You're gonna have to sacrifice all this shit in order to have more of this in here. Means you have less of that out there, and when you get more in here, you want less of out there, because you know the more out there you have, the less in here you really have. This is what it takes. This is what humanity needs, bro. Like, it is what you guys need. Some raw passion. You need some fucking fire. You need some conviction in your lives, because y'all are dying. It's lame out here, dude. People are fucking dying. Their souls are withering slowly, the worst type of wither, and they're doing it to themselves. And that's exactly what the enemy wants. Like, just it comes out this way because I find myself caught up in the fucking bullshit too, and then I'll start swimming in my own bullshit, and I'll be like, whoa, hold on a second, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. This ain't right. This ain't fucking right. This ain't fucking right. It's not about me not wanting to work. No, it's about working for the right reasons. If it means I gotta go live on the street and fucking figure this shit out with my mind and my book, and I will. It's wrong. And all of you people that have worked all these years and saved up all this money and did all this shit and say you guys aren't doing it. If y'all's ways worked, you'd be doing it, and I wouldn't be here. But your guys' way doesn't work, because at the end of it, after 20 years of busting your ass for some fucking company that really doesn't give a fuck about you, or maybe they do a little bit, but regardless, you're still spending 20 years, 30, 40 years of your life working largely just for yourself and your family. Like, that's it. That's the mantra. That's what everybody else does. That's the status quo of America, is to do that. But in doing that, you develop a very self-structured, selfish, narrow-minded, self-concerning, that is all that you really are and become. And that is oftentimes what most people end up only using their money on, is for themselves and those select few around them. Some people do give a little to others, and I love those that do, because that is spreading and sharing and creating and perpetuating more, manipulating, if you want to, it's really transmutating more energy into heart energy. The more you give, the more of that comes around for everybody. But going back to my point is like, there's this fucking attitude out there where you guys like, you guys are like, literally, because I'm not working, it's like you guys don't want to help me out. And it's like, you guys, that's your ego getting in the way of helping out starving kids. This ain't me just wanting to work on some cool movie to make a bunch of money. No, this is a project to save the fucking world and to feed starving children and to right all the wrongs that we have done. It's the seed for that. It's completely different than anything else that's been done here. Okay, nobody has ever done anything like this that I'm aware of. Okay, and approaching it from the angle that I'm approaching it, from a whole new perspective of mankind altogether, as well as sharing with you guys the reasons why we're in this shit situation that we're in right fucking now. But also to give you guys hope that we can get out of it, but it means we have to work towards it. We have to be able to talk about it and go there and do the work that's necessary to create that. It's possible. It is possible. But you guys got to want it. You guys got to be it. You guys got to speak about it. You guys got to be willing to make sacrifices for it. That's what it's all about. That's what the word is all about. That's what being a soldier is all about. Service, sacrifice, work, effort. This is work. It is not easy coming on here into the internet and telling the whole world they have to talk about starving kids, especially from the position I'm in. It's not. But it actually is. That's the thing about the word. Like, you know, the devil, because you're going to deal with a lot of resistance, that's the challenge. But the actual act of itself is very, very, very easy. But it's interesting how that one easy act is actually very, very, very difficult for a lot of people to do. And it's because their hearts aren't in the right places. And their ego gets in the way of making a decision from their heart rather than from their bad ego, which is their mind. Because the mind's what's been fucking manipulated and transfixed and all fucked up and turned into a fucked and wrong-ass way to where it's emitting all this fucked up energy. That's what's happening for most people, whether they know it or not. And most people don't know it, and that's exactly how the enemy wants it, because as long as they don't know about it, then they don't know it's a problem. If they know it's a problem, they might try to fix it. So they don't want you to know things are bad. They don't want you to know you're working a job and working and perpetuating stuff that's for your own demise, designed for your demise. They're not going to tell you the health methods and ways that we do things here in America are designed specifically for that. It's all fucking in hoots together. One thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. It all behooves each other. Because they're all part of the same anti-human fucking extraterrestrial malevolent force. So. Alright, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.